What's up everybody, it's Fidelis and Amy. We're kicking off this video with some tithe farming. And frankly, we're probably going to be doing a lot of this. The herb sack was just placed into the tithe farm shop and we desperately want that for Slayer task efficiency. There are several Slayer monsters that drop a plethora of herbs and are often the only reason you have to bank. The herb sack can hold 30 of every herb, which is more than enough for really any Slayer task. As an added bonus, I can start picking up lesser herbs that I normally would ignore. Guams, Marentails, Terroromans, and Hairlanders, all of which I normally hit the floor and don't pick up. And they all do have their uses. They are good herb lore, I mean, they're not good at herb lore experience, but they are herb lore experience, and that is going to be one of the hardest things to level up as an Iron Man. Not to mention the fact that they can make tars, which can be useful for salamanders later. The herb sack costs 250 points, and you can get a maximum of 26 points per run. So pretty much 10 runs will get it. We already do have some points. I think 2 tithe farms a long time ago. I think I did 4 tithe farms a long time ago. That's right, because I've done 5 total runs, and the 5th run that you can see that I've done did not get the full 26 points, and that's because I was trying out the tick perfect strategy. If you don't know what that is when you plant 25 plants, and you have to maximize every single game tick. I was really close to getting it down. I think I lost a total of 12 fruits across the 4 sets of 25, so about 3 per run, which is actually pretty darn good. But I mean, obviously it's not ideal because you want to get them all, so I decided it's not really worth the effort mastering. Like, I could practice it a little bit more, could get it down, but I would really rather just AFK this as much as possible. I feel like I would rather just mindlessly doing this while I watch YouTube or other shows. Currently watching The Mandalorian, really good show that's probably going to be quite distracting, so I won't be entirely surprised if I miss a few fruits on some of these runs because I'm watching that. Hopefully we don't miss too much while being distracted, but it is what it is. But I'll likely keep going past the herb sack. I do want the farmer's outfit as well. I don't know when I'm going to get bored of tithe farm though, so I don't want to just go ahead and buy the farmer's outfit first, which would be the most efficient thing to do. So what I'll do is I'm going to go a couple of runs past 250 points and then buy a farmer's outfit piece. That way I'll always be close to getting the herb sack, and so whenever I want it, I can just get it and be done, and that won't be much of an issue. It is worth noting I need 58 herb lore to get the herb sack, but I'm at 57. I do have enough herbs in the bank to pretty much get 58 whenever I want. That's not an issue, so I can do that with no problem. Speaking of experience, we just got 54 farming recently, which gave us the 2nd tier of this fruit. That means we're going to get a lot more experience than using the level 34 version. It's a big boost. That's nice to get the extra XP added on. We can hopefully unlock the 2nd tier of the farming guild. We definitely want that so we can start doing Hespori. That would be a great way to finish up this video. At the end is a Hespori boss fight to keep it a little bit mixed up and get some combat in here. I will be AFK splashing magic whenever I need it. Just complete AFK time where I'm not paying attention. I'll be splashing magic, so I will get a few magic levels as well. I figure it's a pretty easy way to use downtime. But that's just about it. So I'll just finish up this run, and let's see how far in tithe farm we get. So let's see how far in tithe farm we get, how much of the rewards we get before we get too bored of this. Our first tithe farm completion grants us 21,000 experience, 55 farming. We got ourselves 71 magic. 2nd tithe farm completed, and we get 56 farming. Our 3rd tithe farm gives us 57 farming and 1500 total level. We can now make papaya trees, which is great for fruit tree runs. We got ourselves 72 magic, 58 farming, 59 farming, 60 farming, 61 farming. Snape grass, actually that's huge. Growing our own snape grass will save us a lot of time. That's a really good experience. 62 farming. Snapdragons is a really good one that we can now grow in the disease-free patches. We are buying our first farmer's items. We're going to start with the most expensive, the top. Boom, we got it, and we will move on. See, we are going to keep going, so let's see how long it takes us to get the legs. 63 farming, 58 herb ore. We can now buy the herb sack. We can now buy the herb sack from the tithe farm. 73 magic, 64 farming, 65 farming. That gives us the medium part of the farming guild and Hespori seeds. We have reached our first goal, our major goal of farming. we'll probably keep going because we kind of want to just go ahead and get the rest of the farmer's outfit. 74 magic. 66 farming. Tears of Guthix gives us 53 rune crafting. 67 farming. We've got ourselves our full farming outfit. Full set of farmers is now, old man. You want to talk to me now? Anyway, we got our full farmer's outfit, which is total cost of 400 points. And just short of the herb sack, we've been basically buying herbs, or buying pieces as we exceed the herb sack a little bit. So I can do 2 more tithe runs and I hit my herb sack, and I might keep going for either the seed, I don't know what's called, the seed chest, seed vault, seed box. Seed box is what it is. If you're amazed, I'd be interested. But yeah, we're gonna get a seed box and maybe a watering can. I don't know if I'm really up for that much tithe farm, but we'll see how we feel as we keep going. 68 farming. We finally have ourselves an herb sack. This herb sack is incredible. It will save so much time and space on our Slayer assignments. 69 farming, 75 magic, 70 farming, 76 magic, 71 farming. We got ourselves a seed box. We are so close to having all the items here. We're only missing the Grycolor's can. I guess we're missing Auto Weed as well, which we would kind of like to get. That's pretty quick anyway. But I think we are going to push for the Grycolor's can. Let's get that grind started. 72 farming. That gives us some Calquat trees. 73 farming. Alright, we've got ourselves Grycolor's can. The last unique upgrade. Well, I guess we still have Auto Weed to get. We're almost done getting everything. We are pulling in the final items. We got our Auto Weed. We now have every unique item that you can get from this. You know, just for completion's sake, I don't actually need super compost or compost, but we're gonna buy boom, boom, and boom. We have bought one of everything in this menu in this video. Wasted 6 points really, because that could have gone to grapes, but that's pretty awesome. I feel pretty accomplished with this. I don't know what I'm doing with myself because this is way more farming than I should be ever doing, because I hate farming. We're so close to 74. We're just gonna go ahead and grind out 74 and do 1 run of the Lagovano seeds so we can get the diary achievement. So 2 more runs and we are done with tithe farm. This is 74 farming. We can now do the Lagovano fruit. So we can now do our final tithe run. I must admit, it's incredibly rewarding, and it's worth having done the 2 extra trips after having completed all the items from the reward shop, because seeing all this pink fruit it just makes the whole grind worth it. Just after having been at the blue fruit for so long, starting with the orange, got to blue pretty quickly because the early levels are fast, but stuck at blue the entire time. It's kind of nice just to see all this pink fruit and getting it planted. We do have the Curran and Kebos hard diary completed as well. That just takes planting 1 of them. So after this, no more tithe farm, and we can wrap up. I am curious on how much experience I'm going to get for this, because I did not look up the experience jump that will happen with the level 74 fruit, as opposed to the level 54 Bologna fruit. I don't know how they're pronounced. We're just gonna have to wait and find out. All right, we have finished our Lagovano fruits. Let's see what kind of XP drop. Oh, no. 34,000 without farmer's outfit. We didn't put on a farmer's outfit. 34,700 though. Without farmer's outfit, it'll be close to 38,000. It will definitely be over 38,000, actually. But that's pretty good. That's nearly twice of what the Bologna. How are these spelled? Bologna. I was right. Bologna seeds are. We will go ahead and buy out all these grapes. There's nothing else in the shop that I'm ever going to need. Might as well buy out some grapes. I will not be coming back to Tithe Farm for a very long time. I don't plan on grinding 99 farming anytime soon, but whenever I do, I will need to come back and do more tithe farms for these grape seeds, because grapes are a very effective way to get 99 farming, and so we will probably look to do that, unless I start doing tree runs. We'll see how that goes. I don't know. Hey, what do you know? Hello, my blue friend. Give me that lamp. I appreciate your generosity. My Herbler skill has much gratitude in you. But that's it for Tithe Farm. Let's move on to the next bit of content. First things first, now that we can have much higher level crops being planted, snape grass, high level herbs, snapdragons, and so forth, and that these can be assigned to us through medium contracts, we need to be careful that we're not actually wasting our crops or our more valuable seeds as much. So we're going to want some ultra compost. So first thing we're going to do is grab a lot of volcanic ash, which I hadn't done before. I'd actually researched how to get this. Super easy. You just show up on Fossil Island and start mining. It's accessible. There's nothing that can kill you. It's just show up and get the ash. But we're going to be grabbing quite a bit of this so we can make some ultra compost and not worry about our crops as much. So what's the plan moving forward now that we've finished up our Tithe Farm? Well, we wanted to do some bossing this episode, so now that we have the farming level to do it, I figure why not do Hespori? So we've got Hespori planted, it's growing, it's not done yet, but while we wait for it to grow over the next day and a half, we're going to hang out here in the farming guild. We're going to put our volcanic ash to good use, making ultra compost. While we're doing that, we are going to be doing as many farming contracts as we can, medium contracts. So while we're doing the medium contracts, we're going to be pickpocketing the master farmer. We're low on hop seeds, so that'll keep us refreshed from that. It'll also make sure we have plenty of seeds to fulfill contracts moving forward. Plus, we need a thieving level. It's pretty low. We need it up for the Hard Desert Diary, which we talked about with the Calphite Queen and so forth in the future, to get the Narda teleport. And frankly, it'd be nice just to have a higher thieving level in general. Furthermore, we're looking at our prayer level. Our prayer level is our third lowest level right now, and 70 prayers can be pretty critical for a lot of content to get unlocked, a lot of diaries in particular. So we want to get the prayer up. I've got enough ensouled heads that could get up to level 62 prayer, but I was thinking, you know, being the third lowest stat, I might be able to benefit from Tears of Gothics for a while. So I'm actually thinking, if I can get my hunter level up, which is quite easy, while I'm here pickpocketing the master farmer, every hour I can just do a birdhouse run. So I'll be forcing a lot of birdhouse runs that way. Plus, the only other ability that's lower than prayer is runecrafting. It means at some point I'm going to have to get around to runecrafting. Just for a little bit, just for a few levels to get it ahead of prayer so that we can focus on that. But in the meanwhile, we're going to be making ultra compost, we're going to be pickpocketing the master farmer, completing medium contracts, and doing birdhouse runs. All while we wait to do the Hespori. 58 thieving, 54 hunter. We just clicked through 59 thieving, 55 hunter. Alright, we are starting our first Hespori. Let's get this going. I started with knives because I want to make sure that I attack as quickly as possible for the flowers, since you're guaranteed to one-shot them and hit them. You're guaranteed to hit and you're guaranteed to kill them. So the best to attack as quickly as possible. Honestly, if I was more practiced on Hespori, I would pay more attention to prayer flicking the eagle eye. However, since I want to make sure I don't miss any of these specials because they can hurt, I want to be a little bit more vigilant on that rather than flicking. But, you know, I mean, it's not that bad. So, first kill, easy peasy. We're going to go get our farmer's outfit on because that is a big bonus to the experience. We got Iazer and Willow. Okay, well, I mean, yeah. Let's just get the next one planted. Iazer seed, though, I think that one's among the worst ones. Let me look up the anima seeds, because I know there are 3 types of seeds. One increases your yield, one decreases your disease, and one makes them grow faster. Iazer, oh, that's the decreased disease. That is the one that I prefer. Well, Addis is probably the best because it increases your yield. Then you start cranking out your snapdragons, your raynars, whatever you need a lot of herb seeds wise, you use Addis for that. Iazer is nice for contracts and so forth, but the only things I really have growing are these herbs and the maple tree, and the maple tree is protected. So not super useful right now. We will save it for later. That's not a problem. Don't want to bank these because they go back to the leprechaun. But yeah, that's the first Hespori. We will follow up with another Hespori later. That will be all for this episode, though. We are going to wrap up we have done quite a lot of farming. Tons of farming. We will be taking a break from farming in the next episode other than the Hespori itself. We are going to be wrapping up this video with 1528 total level. We made a lot of level progress on the account. Tons of experience, mainly in farming, but a lot of magic in other levels as well. So great progress this video, and can't keep up getting like 30 levels per video in the future, but we'll be getting as much as we can.